Hello everyone, I welcome you all on this YouTube channel UPSC Logi. Myself Rahul, and today in this specific video let me give you the idea that how can you link the current affairs topic of your public administration optional with the theory part of the syllabus. Okay, so this is the very important and crucial aspect when it comes to your preparation. You must be knowing about this thing. So let me give you one simple example from my current affairs magazine, from the Pubedpedia current affair magazine that is there in the market. If you want to purchase this magazine, what you can do, you can subscribe for the 1 year subscription, and the link for the same, the procedure for the same is given in the description box below. And let's get started and let's cover this thing. Actually this is the PDF of the magazine that you are able to see on your screen. So this is the magazine of this Feb 2021. So in that specific month there was the topic called innovation. Either it is Jan or Feb or something like that. So the edition is not important. What I am going to tell you is to link the Indian Innovation Index, or you can say Global Innovation Index, or all these innovational aspect with your public administration. Let's say there is a topic called innovation. Let's say there is any concept related to innovation in the public administration paper too. Obviously you have to write innovation in administration. You have to give examples of recent innovations insofar as the COVID-19 is concerned. All those things are there. You have to give the ideas of you can say Indian Innovation Index, Global Innovation Index, in order to link it with the comparative public administration. All those things are there, but at the same time, how can you link with the thinkers of the public administration? Most of you might be thinking that innovation is different topic, thinkers are different topic. Thinkers तो इतने पुराने हैं, वो कहाँ से innovation की बात किए होंगे, या innovation तो अब आया है. People must be thinking कि innovation is the recent phenomena. How can we link it with the thinkers of the 1880s or 1900s or the 20th century? Okay, so let me just demolish those myths that you cannot link the thinkers. So first of all, just focus here. This is the Pubedpedia magazine. So here you will see. So let's get started. First of all, you can talk about participative management. When it comes to participative management is all about organic organization. It is not classical organization, it is not top down organization. Organic organization is the organization where you will get the ideas of Chris Argyris, you will get the ideas of Francis Likert, you will get the ideas of this another thinker called Douglas McGregor. So Douglas McGregor's theory Y, or for that matter Likert system 4, or for that matter Argyris matrix organization and double loop learning, all these things will transform a particular organization into a kind of organic organization. Example is ISRO. The level of, you can say the level that is there in the people who are working in the ISRO is different. Okay, they are you can say, while doing any experiment, while doing any Chandrayaan 2, Chandrayaan 3, Mangalyaan, okay, while doing all these things, they have the high level of you can say patriotism as compared to the people who is doing something else. Okay, just comparative analysis is there. Everybody is patriotic, but just try to understand why organic organization is something that is working over there. And apart from that, there is a concept called ego building versus ego deflation. When we use theory X, okay, or for that matter when we use Likert system 1 or system 2 for that matter, or for that matter when we use the simple pyramidal structure as given by, or you can say highlighted or classified by this Chris Argyris, in all those concepts there is a kind of ego deflation. Means there is a bossism. अगर होगा तो अपने आप लोग इनोवेशन नहीं करेंगे, लोग फिर सिर्फ ऑर्डर को फॉलो करेंगे, इनोवेट नहीं करेंगे. You can link this thing with the ideas of Mary Parker Foley as well. Mary Parker Foley said this thing that too much bossism, if you give orders, okay, well, where she was talking about bossism and all while giving order or depersonalizing order or law of situation is the ideas of Mary Parker Foley. So she said this thing that too much bossism will change the perspective. People will not follow your orders, because giving order is a very complicated exercise as per Mary Parker Follett. So we are coming back to this topic. So basically innovation will come only when there is a kind of ego building in the organization rather than ego deflation. लोगों का ego जो है, ego का मतलब वो negative sense में मत लो. Ego means the kind of, you can say, those that notion in your mind, that kind of you can say sense of ownership in the organizational people, that is there, that should be there, and that is possible only in case of organic organization. For example, let me link it with the current affairs as well. Let's say there is an IAS officer, okay, and that IAS officer is working, you can say it is the IAS officer is working in a very innovative manner, but let's say the seniors are not happy, or politician is not happy, that why you are doing all these things, why you are not following the simple rules, and why you are not basically involving yourself in the Chester Bernard this programmed decision making. Okay, this is also a kind of thing. Programmed decision making versus non-programmed decision making. Programmed decision making is the routine decision making. So politician might ask or they might told to this bureaucrat that only do the programmed decision. Okay, they are not they are not going to tell the difference between Chester Bernard's programmed and non-programmed decision, but they will say like this. Okay, why? Because ego deflation. ठीक है, कि क्यों तुम ये सब कर रहे हो, क्यों रेड मार रहे हो, क्यों ये सब कर रहे हो, है ना, जस्ट अपने ऑफिस में बैठो, ये सब मत करो, है ना, कि वाई यू आर सो प्रोएक्टिव. ओके, सो ईगो डिफ्लेशन अगर हो जाएगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली लोग इनोवेशन नहीं करेंगे. इनोवेशन इज पॉसिबल ओनली व्हेन दे हैव द टाइम, दे हैव द सपोर्ट फ्रॉम द सीनियर्स, दे हैव दिस आइडिया ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, द ब्यूरोक्रेसी, एंड आई होप you are getting. So you can link this thing with everything. Okay, here you can see only 3 to 4 thinkers, but I told you MP Follett, I told you Chester Bernard as well. Chester Bernard मैंने यहाँ दिखा नहीं है, but you can link like this कि जब नॉन प्रोग्राम डिसीजन होंगे तभी तो लिंक कर पाओगे, तभी तो इनोवेट कर पाओगे. अगर प्रोग्राम्ड डिसीजन होंगे तो सिर्फ रूटीन वाले होंगे. रूटीन में क्या होता है, व्हाट इज देयर इन द रूटीन डिसीजन ऑफ चेस्टर बर्नार्ड? रूटीन डिसीजन मीन्स यू हैव टू वेक अप इन द मॉर्निंग एंड एज एन IAS ऑफिसर यू हैव टू रीड द न्यूज़पेपर, देन यू हैव टू गो टू द office, then there is a Janta Darbar where people can reach to you, then there is a simple protocol thing, minister is coming, go and attend the minister, PM is coming, CM is coming, go on the duty. Okay, so these kind of thing, election rally is there, so visit that area. Okay, these are programmed decision, means you have to do these things on the daily basis, and if you are doing this you cannot do innovation, means in general we can say. Okay, so this is how you have to remember. Ego deflation should not be there, ego building should be there, and ego building is possible only in the organic organization, and organic organization is possible only when we are following the theory Y of McGregor, when we are following the system 4 of Francis Liggett, and when we are following the double loop learning and this organic this you can say matrix organization of Chris Argyris. I hope you are getting this idea. Now let's move on to the next thing, Ezekiel Dror. Ezekiel Dror, he was talking about the ideas of policy science. Okay, if you read Ezekiel Dror you must be knowing about this thing. Okay, and when it comes to policy science includes some factors. If you read Prasad and Prasad in a very good manner, in a very, you can say, if you do the active learning, okay, you will find this thing that policy science is equal to policy analysis. It includes policy analysis plus innovation plus meta policy plus mega policy. From where you will get these things? When you read it very carefully, you will get this thing that innovation is one of the component of policy science. Okay, so now in the concept of public policy you can use innovation. Okay, when let's say you are writing any answer on public policy, there you can say that innovation is the component, and then you can link it with the एजिकल ड्रॉ, यू कैन लिंक इट विद द ग्लोबल इनोवेशन इंडेक्स और इंडियन इनोवेशन इंडेक्स की हमारी रैंक इंप्रूव हो रही है. दिस शोज दैट वी आर बेसिकली बिकमिंग मोर इनोवेटिव. ओके, इन एवरी एस्पेक्ट ऑफ द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन in particular, administration in general, or you can say in the startups and all and etc in particular. Okay, I hope you are getting this thing. Okay, apart from that, the next thing is Peter Drucker. Peter Drucker, he was basically, I always link Peter Drucker is equal to privatization. Okay, but here if you read Prasad and Prasad very carefully, you will get one topic. The topic is knowledge based organization. Okay, so in that topic, if you read that topic is nothing but it gives you the idea that future organization are not classical, or are not going to be the classical organization. Future organization will not follow the top down approach or mechanistic approach that was given by the classical thinkers like F.W. Taylor, Woodrow Wilson, or Gulick Urwig, Henry Fayol. So future organization will be the knowledge based organization. What are knowledge based organization? Knowledge based organization involves knowledge worker, and knowledge worker or knowledge based organization, they basically use more of a kind of, you can say, this idea of mental strength rather than physical strength. Okay, so they will give more emphasis insofar as the mental work is concerned. Means the kind of, you can say, let's say there is a doctor and there is a daily wage worker, so to whom you will give more respect or something like that. So that then you will find that knowledge based organization we are basically following, and knowledge based organization requires innovation. Innovation is a component of those things. So in this way you can link this thing with the ideas of Peter Drucker as well. Okay, I hope you are getting this thing. And apart from that, he also criticizes the PSUs. Okay, so you will get all those things that he was very critical of public sector in general, and that's why he talk about privatization. There are many concepts. Okay, so you can simply search Peter Drucker by Rahul and you will get one video on YouTube. Means all the thinkers have been covered in a very innovative manner, so you can refer to that as well. Okay, now if you read the more in PubMedpedia, these are the three things that is there that are there. And apart from that, let's say just move on to the another thing, Simon. So I told you I was talking Chester Bernard's program decision, non-program decision. I was wrong at that point of time. Simon's programmed and non-programmed. Okay, so kindly pardon me for the same. So here Simon was talking about non-programmed decision, and non-programmed decision will bring this idea of innovation. Okay, so that's why you can talk about this. I told you this thing earlier itself, so there's no need to explain this thing again to you. Okay, apart from that, NPM. Now introduction of the public administration. From that chapter, how can you link new public management? You must be knowing about this concept. Innovation is the characteristic of new right philosophy, neo-Taylorism, OECD's managerialism, or whatnot. Okay, so just try to remember or just try to understand that when it comes to new public management, you will get the ideas of innovation, because new public management talks about economy, efficiency and effectiveness of Woodrow Wilson. It talks about the thing like value for money. Okay, optimum utilization of resources, and that's why you need to follow the optimum decision making, which is again linked, which is again something that can be linked with the ethical drawer, because he was talking about the optimum decision making. So NPM involves these things. NPM involves minimum government, maximum governance. NPM is something that involves the value for money, as I told you earlier. NPM is something that requires innovation, or you can say innovation is a critical aspect of NPM. Okay, I hope you are getting this thing. And if you read more deeply NPM, the features of NPM, okay, and then if you read all those things, you will find innovation is the component in the features itself. Okay, apart from that, last but not the least, Barbarian bureaucracy. if you want to transform, if you just try to understand this thing, that bureaucracy, when you read bureaucracy in general, you know IAS officers and all the civil servants in general are bureaucrats, okay. But if you read in a theoretical aspect, what you will find that bureaucracy, there are two connotations of bureaucracy. First connotation of bureaucracy in the syllabus, you will find that first connotation in the barbarian bureaucracy, and the second connotation of the bureaucracy you will find in the concept of development administration. So there are two connotation. First connotation is very clear, where you will find bureaucracy as the tool of this you can say legal rational society, okay. If you read in a very you can say broader sense in the bureaucracy, you will find basically Weber was talking about the three kind of authority or three kind of society, okay. So in that context he was talking about this you can say charismatic authority, legal rational authority, and one authority is also there, okay. So though in those authority, in the legal rational authority, the administrative tool is bureaucracy. So in that sense bureaucracy is nothing but the administrative tool in the लीगल रेशनल अथॉरिटी. जो चैरिज्मेटिक अथॉरिटी और बाकी अथॉरिटीज़ होंगी ट्रेडिशनल वाली, देयर यू विल नॉट गेट ब्यूरोक्रेसी एज सच. सो ब्यूरोक्रेसी इज अ टूल ऑफ लीगल रेशनल अथॉरिटी इन सो फार एज द वेबर इज कंसर्न. बट इन डेवलपमेंट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, in development administration, if you read that bureaucracy, in development administration bureaucracy is a tool, but it is not the tool of legal rational authority, but the major reason of that tool, or you can say the major idea behind that tool, is the socio-economic transformation. Okay, I hope you are getting this thing, because development administration is something that is very contextual contextual phenomena. Means after post World War II, or after the end of the colonialism in 1950s, when most of the countries were, you can say, when they got their independence, when they become sovereign power, when they become sovereign nation, at that point of time there was the concept of development. Concept of development was for the socio-economic transformation of the developing countries, and that socio-economic transformation was characterized by action orientation, dynamic approach, or you can say the kind of thing where you will get innovation as well. This is the basic difference between development administration and classical administration or traditional administration. ठीक है, तो development administration और traditional administration में यही अंतर है. If you read the basic introduction of development administration, so thinkers हैं वहाँ पे, Widener है, बाकी और thinker हैं, उन्होंने सीधा difference बताया कि development is all about socio-economic transformation. It is more, you can say, dynamic, status quoist नहीं है, dynamic है, dynamic, action oriented है, change oriented है, innovative है. Development administration is innovation oriented, and in that context you can say कि हाँ, अगर बेबेरियन ब्यूरोक्रेसी तो सिंपल टूल है जो न्यूट्रल है. इफ यू रीड बेबेरियन ब्यूरोक्रेसी, इफ यू रीड अबाउट बेबर, ही वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट द न्यूट्रल ब्यूरोक्रेसी. बट यहाँ पर हम न्यूट्रल ब्यूरोक्रेसी इज फॉर स्टेबिलिटी, बट डेवलपमेंट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन वाली जो ब्यूरोक्रेसी है वो स्टेबिलिटी के लिए तो है ही, प्लस इट इज़ फॉर चेंज. It is for bringing the change in the society, and stability and change are both are different. Okay, stability मतलब status quoist. I hope you are getting the feel of this. Stability is something where the main focus is on stability. Means ठीक है, लॉकडाउन लग गया, इम्प्लीमेंट कर दो, लोग मरने दो, इम्प्लीमेंट होना चाहिए. दैट इज स्टेबिलिटी. ओके, दैट इज ब्रिंगिंग द स्टेबिलिटी इन द सिस्टम. बट इफ यू ट्राई टू ब्रिंग द चेंज, you have to basically bring that kind of transformation. You can, means stability, change, both are the work of bureaucracy, but here the focus is on change more. Focus is on change and focus is more on the change. I hope you are getting. So if you want to transform this barbarian bureaucracy to development bureaucracy, or bureaucracy of this Weber to bureaucracy of development administration, you have to bring the idea of information, because information, inspiration, innovation, introjection, integration, these are the characteristic of bureaucracy that are required. I hope you are getting this thing, and I hope you are getting the crux. Okay, and this discussion is not only help you in the innovation related question, but also let's say there is a question on development administration versus traditional administration, or let's say there is a question on and this dynamic means bureaucracy, whether it should be dynamic or static, what is the reason behind the static nature versus dynamic nature, the change orientation versus stability orientation, whether they are in the conflict or not, how can you analyze these kind of question by linking with the syllabus, by linking with the theories and all. So in all those aspects you can link it with the public policy, as I told you. So this discussion will help you from multiple dimension. ऐसा नहीं है कि इनोवेशन अगर क्वेश्चन में आएगा तभी हमारा ये डिस्कशन आपको काम आने वाला है, नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. दिस इज नॉट लाइक दैट. दिस वर्क्स इन अ वेरी डिफरेंट मैनर. दिस डिस्कशन विल हेल्प यू इन मल्टीपल डायमेंशन. पता नहीं कहाँ पे कौन सी पॉइंट आपको यूज आ जाए, और दैट्स वाई दिस डिस्कशन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आई होप यू आर गेटिंग द क्रक्स ऑफ इट, एंड प्लीज comment in the comment section so that I can see that whether I should continue this kind of analysis or not. And apart from that, please join the Telegram channel Pubedpedia Official. It is the group actually. So if you just join it, you will find that how can you link the things in the form of audios and all in that channel itself. So you can do this thing as well. And apart from that, I hope you are getting this. Thank you so much. And you can download the magazine. This is just one example where you can see the Rahul's factor. This Rahul's factor is there in the magazine right from July 2020 till this March 2021. Okay, so you will get all these magazines, and in all these magazines you will get the topics like this. And if you just go through the initial pages of magazine, you will get this is the kind of index where you can see the segregation of topics, and the linking is there in most of the topics, and not in every topic, because if you keep on doing the linking everywhere, it is not the way it works. It works in a very, you can say, slow manner. It is like slow poison actually. So that's why you will not get linking in every topic, but yes, in the topics, in the gradual manner you will get to learn the things. Okay, apart from that, if you just go through the pages, you will get the words of appreciation. Just pause and read it. Okay, here you can see the Vijayvardhan sir, IPS 2019 batch, all India rank 104. So here you can see the long message by him for the appreciation, and if you just pause it, you can read it as well. Okay, so he is there. Okay, apart from that, here you can see Prasasti ma'am. So again, long words and a kind of good message again. So you can pause it again, you can read it. Rank 413. Okay, CSE 2017. So you can see that how people are using, and actually these people are using the resources of Pubedpedia because they are already in the service. They are basically trying to improve their rank. This should not be revealed, but yes, they are means they are doing in a parallel world or something like that. So you can just understand that people, when they do not get time, they are reading the Pubedpedia, and they are basically getting the help from the linkages and all. If you read here, you will find this thing only, that time scarcity is there, and we can refer, we can rely, and we can basically rely on the Pubedpedia for the linking and all, and for the, you can say, for the preparation itself. Okay, I hope you are getting the point, and you can download the magazine, and you can follow the channel. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel as well. You can subscribe on me on the Telegram itself. Okay, this is it. Thank you so much, and I am not going to waste your time further. Thank you for listening.